Is it an A?
No.
Is it a B?
No.
Is it a C?
No. Well, whatever it is, it's a letter. A blood letter. Let's move that Coke can. So everybody reckons that bloodletters are awesome demons, and I might have to agree. There have been rather a lot of different iterations of the bloodletter over the years. Some of them look good, and some of them not so much. I will leave that up to you to decide which is which. So today we are checking out the first version of the bloodletters, and some would argue the best. That would include me, by the way.
Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader. Likes! Okay, so way back when I was a lad, and a few of you might not even have been born, Games Workshop released some Daemons. Some demons of Khorne, and these were known and still known as bloodletters. These bloodletters were released in October of 1988 and were sculpted by expert Citadel designer Alan Perry. They were quite cheap and would only cost you £2.50 for 4 of the little swines. They were metal too, by the way, so they probably came in a blister pack, and I miss blister packs. Anyway, let's have a little look at them. So first up, it's a bloodletter. Now when my daughter saw these, she said they looked like deformed goblins, which I guess isn't far wrong really. The first deformed goblin is pulling some sort of slapping the floor pose. I'm not sure why anyone would want to slap the floor. I've never done it myself. Maybe there was a bug there or something that needed sorting out. On its head, it has some sort of decoration. Decoration that, to me, looks like chocolate coins. Now speaking of chocolate coins, we still have some left over from Christmas that need eating. Do you have any Christmas food left over? I never really had bloodletters down as the decorative clothing accessory type, but I guess I shouldn't really judge. Now the way he's holding his sword, or knife, or whatever that is, it looks like he's trying to cut his own arm off. Are bloodletters known for this sort of behaviour? Perhaps he's having a good scratch.
Now the way the bloodletter is itching himself, scratching his patch, reminds me of an old episode of Beavis and Butthead, where Beavis, I think it was, had some sort of infection on his manhood. This infection had him itching at it throughout the whole episode, including when they were making food at the local burger restaurant. Disgusting, right? Can anyone name the episode? I need to look it up.
So here is our next example of a bloodletter. I guess maybe this one looks a little more normal maybe? This one also seems to be handling his weapon in an odd manner. The way he's holding it, combined with the look on his face, gives me the impression he's trying to snap it. Well, he's clearly not strong enough. Wimp. This bloodletter is also sporting some sort of headband. Now, I'm either old and my eyes are bad, or it's genuinely hard to make it out. But I can't tell what it is. It looks like a headband made of a string of black beads or something. His tongue is hanging out very far. He has a very long tongue, even longer than mine. The fun thing about it is it seems to be black leather with metal studs. Isn't that a Slaanesh thing? I don't think it would feel that nice getting licked by a leather-studded tongue, although I have no personal experience with it. If you have, please let us know what it was like. He also has very spiky elbows. You wouldn't want to catch an elbow by one of these guys. It would be like getting stabbed, I reckon, which is fitting for a Khorne demon. Next. So here is our third bloodletter, and I like this one. I love the way he's raising a fist in an "I will get you next time, gadget" type of way. It's hard doing the Dr. Claw, Frank Welker voice, and it gives you a sore throat fast. But not as fast as a Chris Latta Starscream though. Now this bloodletter sword is not metallic like the others. It looks more like a piece of painted metal. At first I thought there were some numbers on the blade, but on second glance I think it might be a stylized skull, but I could be wrong. This one also has something very different. He has what appear to be feet on the end of his horns. Is that so he can walk along the ceiling like a bat or something? Now that would look creepy as hell, like puppets hanging from the ceiling. I need to see that now. His face is brilliant. That grimace. He reminds me of Charles Dancer's monster in the Golden Child movie. Now I forgot his name. It was Brother Numsy or something. Now that's also a movie I feel I need to revisit. Have you seen it? What do you think of it?
So somebody once had the audacity to tell me that Khorne Bloodletters were the best of the Chaos Demons. That's a hot take right there. Now I have a piece of information that may confirm or deny that. If we take a look inside White Dwarf 107, just flip to the Bloodletter reference. It says here, if you're enjoying this video, then please consider liking it and subscribing to the channel. That means you, Brian. Also, someone once taught me how to write blood on your fingers. Let's see if we can do it now. So it was a B. I might have to stand up for this. So it's B, L. My finger's just not that flexible anymore. B-L-O-O-D. Apparently it says blood. I don't know if it does or not. This O is quite untidy. And then there's the other one. Does that really look like it says blood? Blood for the blood. If you're enjoying the content here on the channel, then please consider joining the Patreon, the link to which is in the description below or up here somewhere.
We shall now have a look at our fourth bloodletter. He is a little weird. Weird even for a bloodletter. Let's dig in. Firstly, the pose. It's all very curvy, like he's winding up to pounce or something, like a big red spring. In your face, or something. His head is very odd. It looks like the horns have blended into the sides of his head, creating a sort of spade look. It could be the angle, but I'm convinced it's a one piece. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments below. This one also has a black sword with a little red tip. I'm not sure if that red tip is supposed to be blood or just decorative paint. Any ideas? He's also a lot smoother than the others. The others are all a little more bumpy in the skin, a little rougher, as it were. Maybe this bloodletter is a youngster. A bloodletter Juve, perhaps. It's a very nice miniature. So here is our fifth bloodletter. Now he's a lot darker than the others, and it makes me wonder if a different painter did this one, or if they just wanted a little variation in the red tones. A variation of two, where only one gets the variant. It's odd. It could be the boss or officer, I suppose. This bloodletter also has one of those fashionable sweatbands that bloodletters seem to like wearing. This one has a nice metallic look to it. I can't see that being very good for catching sweat. Again, we have another sword variation. It's not metallic and doesn't have a painted red tip. It has a nice mottled red effect going on. I don't think it's supposed to be blood effects. It could be, but I don't think so. It does look nice, whatever it is. Also, this bloodletter has lovely little gold specks on his skin, blood jazzle style. I think they look very pretty. I might have a go at that myself. He also appears to want to fist bump you. Who's up for that?
Alright then, so which of those old bloodletter sculpts do you think was the best? Myself, I reckon it was the one getting ready to pounce. If you want to see some more Oldhammer videos, and I know you do, then check out the playlist up here somewhere. As always, thank you very much for watching, and always remember to drill your barrels.